Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and once again welcome to Trust Stadium. Our next match today is the SAS Fox Memorial semi-final between Howick and Port Chevalier, with the winner going through to the grand final next week. And the Howick Hornets today will line out as follows. Number 1, George Edwards. 2, George Prescott. 3, Andy Matano Monara. 4, Royden Gillette. 5, Jesse Kevin. 6, Drew Radich. 7, Rich Joyce. 8, Tony Tuia. 9, Jethro Friend. 10, Totalanoa Venisi. 11, Nicholas Wilson. 12, Johnny Vuberto. 13, Trent Bishop. 14, Luke Armiger. 15, Charlie Reese. 16, Longo Fotofili. 17, Anthony Furimayano. And 18, Jordan Papa. And Vortex Port Chevalier will line out as follows. 1, Surya Ofanuku. 2, Solo Solomona. 3, Dwayne Siawa. 4, Francis Ledger. 5, Matty Faitatoa. 6, Kevin Locke. 7, Kevin Arona. 8, Solinga Kepaoa. 9, Tavita Latu. 10, Eddie Pailiki. The other second row playing the number 18 jersey is Sione Fial. 12, Preston Ricky. 13, Dylan Moses. 14, Jeremiah Pye. 15, Jonah Safili. 16, Zelani Hufanga. And 17, Pucky Arthur. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the teams are just heading out to the field now. Match officials, as you can see, are on the field, and the referee today is Shane Green, and the test judges Anthony Elliott and Simon Taylor. As I said, of course, the winner today goes through to the grand final next week to play Glenora.
Kia ora and welcome to our coverage of this major final, the semi-final for the Fox Memorial. It's the Pirates against the Hornets, and there's obviously a lot at stake. One team will wrap their season here this afternoon, and for the other squad, they'll go forward to meet the Glenora Bears in next week's big grand final at Mount Smart number 2. Of course, that's being broadcast across Sky Sport today. We're very pleased to be bringing you live streamed action from West Auckland's Trust Stadium for this big clash. And of course, the Howick Hornets got rid of the Mount Albert Lions last week. And for the Point Chevalier Pirates, well, they were just in a dusty form, I would have to describe it, and an uncharacteristic showing from them last week. In saying that, the Hornets can beat any team on a given day, and we know just how good they can be. The Pirates, well, their record speaks for itself. They've been the successful, most successful squad in modern times over the last 3 or 4 years anyway, when saying that. Rusty Matu is with us for the commentary today, as is Rory Koss, the sideline. And Rusty, some strong players on both sides. The Hornets with Tuia and Totalanor Friend at the front. Wilson, Ridabo and Bishop making up the engine room. Kapaua, Pāliki, Latsu, Whiao, Uriki and Dylan Moses will oppose them today in the green and white stripes. Great to have you along, of course, for the ride, and I thank you for tuning in wherever you are across New Zealand or around the world for the Auckland Rugby League coverage of season 2017. And Rusty, I mentioned that it was a shaky performance last week from the Point Chevalier Pirates, and it would be hard to anticipate that they would play as poorly this week as they did last.
Exactly, and very rarely will you see them play 2 bad games in a row. As Kevin Locke gets their kick away down, it's a 40-20 to start the match. What an opening start there, beautifully judged kick there from Nobby, as he's also known. Kevin Locke opening up with a 40-20 to start the match.
And sideline with Corey as well, right in front of you, Corey. So a nice way to start, isn't it?
Yeah, great start there. Kevin Locke with a nice kick, showed good vision there to obviously notice that fullback George Edwards was just a little bit out of position. Of course, George Edwards had a forgettable start to the game last week as well, dropped a couple of bombs before coming right, and he finished the game really strongly. So I'm sure that won't have shaken the confidence too much for George as Point Chevaliers pick down this scrum 10 metres out from the line.
Arms over, guys. Second row's behind.
Shane Ream in control of the action today. 2 of the top guns of local rugby league for the Point Chevalier Pirates as they try to weave their magic early on the far side of the field. Causes some scrambling cover defence on the far side. And up and through the middle, Trent Bishop involved in the defensive work. 10 metres out from the try line, a darting run. Spinning little efforts there. Tavita Latu is always busy.
10, get square. Hold here, hold, go, 3.
Dylan Moses gets it to Kevin.
That's 4 now, 7 out. Leave him, hold, go, 4.
The Pirates looking to start off solidly here this afternoon. It's the 5th and final tackle on the Pirates. It's been a good set and a good start to the game. Stanley Fial gets up to play the ball.
Untangling, guys. Just untangling.
Shawnee there just losing control in the tackle. Fortunately for the Howick Hornets, they get the scrum and feed now back on their 10-metre line.
Hey, 1 minute. Trent, over the top,
Yeah, Point Chef
over the top, guys. Over the top, thank you.
just unfortunately unable to finish that attacking set off and convert that 40-20 into a try-scoring opportunity.
That's surrender tackle.
But instead it's the Hornets who come up with it, this proud East Auckland club who took the Fox Memorial Championship in their 50th anniversary. Totalanor with the cart.
Right side.
And they'll take it just outside the 20-metre line. Jethro, Friend and Tuia combine. They've been a very effective unit as they take it forward across the 30 now. The turf here in wonderful condition. This is the 3rd game on it this day. There'll be 2 more to come as well later in the day. Trent Bishop ranges up beside Friend.
5 last, markers up and hold.
5th and final tackle, and just inside the Pirates' turf. That kick bouncing in the middle of some space there.
Up now. Here we go. Hold here. Go.
Saula Solomona to play the football.
Yeah. 2 now. Move,
Francis
7.
Ledger bringing the ball back for
Give
the
him
Pirates.
space, hold, go.
After that kick from Reece Joyce.
Yeah, okay.
Reece Joyce was very good last week for the Hornets, as was Trent Bishop too. He was very instrumental in that victory last week over Mount Albert.
Good tackle, guys. Loose carry.
Well, the Howick Hornets have been pretty satisfied, actually. That's twice now they've been able to just create a bit of an opportunity, and poor ball retention from the Pirates sees them defending a scrum now on the 40-metre line, their end of the ground, sideline Corey.
Tell him, put him in tight.
Yeah, interesting start to the game. Obviously, Point Chevalier with that really good start from the 40-20, but Howick, they made a poor start last week and Mount Albert were able to get on top of them, so I'm sure it'll be in the forefront of the mind, and Sean Clark's words pre-match to make a good start in this one and try and, I guess, make your mark early.
Carting the ball forward is Nicholas Wilson. He's pulled down 25 from the line, just 10 to the right-hand side of the post. Everyone's full of spark at the moment, and Tuia providing a little bit of that as well. A wall of Pirates defenders. Shut them down 20 metres out.
Second effort to
It's
the
the
ball.
semi-final. You'd have to think they'd be considering 2. I'd be tempted to grab him quickly myself at this stage. What's your thinking there, Rusty?
I'd take the 2 if I was coach of the side, but they're backing themselves here. They're confident to try and get a 4-pointer.
So Bishop takes it to within 10 metres, and he's 5 to the left-hand side of the post. Here's a big chance. Jethro Friend back on the right-hand side for Total Honor, who comes towards the line. But again, the green and white jerseys wrap him up just out from the try line. Joyce, Tuia, alive, Edwards on the far side, still with it, Edwards, no room to move, and his right wing has to come back in.
Hold, 3, release him.
5 metres from the try line.
Go, 3.
Georgie Prescott plays the ball, the cutout is wide, Bishop is the receiver.
Tackle 4, up now 8.
4 gone, good D, Riki.
Still 4.
Reece Charlie,
5 last.
he's only a metre away, Charlie.
Hold, go.
Little dummy and Friend, grab it into the end goal. The Hornets have gone towards it. Was it Total Honor?
Simultaneous grounding, guys.
Simultaneous grounding.
Same time. Yeah, goes to attacking team.
Yeah, very, very good opening start there from the Howick Hornets, scoring the first try of the match. Presence of mind there from Jethro Friend from dummy half. As you look at the replay here, that little grubber into the end goal area. And as the referee called it there, simultaneous. Yes, it was.
Well, we heard it last week used the term simultaneous grounding.
Yep.
And Drew Radich awarded that try.
On Howick.
Brilliant start there for the Howick Hornets.
Yep.
Stark contrast to last week when they were very much under the pump from a fired-up Mount Albert Lions team. And poor Chev unable to capitalise on that early 40-20 there for Kevin Locke. Okay. Howick able to go upfield and score the opening try of the match.
It's looking good. Yes.
And Drew Radich duly converts the try.
2 for conversion of the 6.
Well, he's fitted in well here, hasn't he? He's a competent player, and he works very well at the back there with Reece Joyce. Combines nicely, but there's outside men also, but also very useful off the kicking tee as well. So Drew Radich in early on, 6-0.
Yeah, very prominent member of the Otahu Leopards last year.
All right,
With them going to Sharman, he had an opportunity to play in the Fox Memorial this year. And been very consistent for coach Sean Clark at the Howick Hornets.
What's the head here, Ant?
There's Tony Tuia.
Tackle 1.
It's the first carry, gets the Howick Hornets just outside their 20.
Give him space, hold, give him space. Go, 1.
Well, there's some intense rivalry here between the two teams. But of course, it's fair to say that the city-based boys have had the wood on the eastern suburbs, lads.
Hold, yeah, hold. Go, 2.
Although we know a lot of these players move around. Of course, here's the back rower, Bishop.
3. Release him, Marcus.
Looking
Keep
hard
coming,
on
8.
defence.
Go, 3.
David Latu, Sali Kapao. We're in for a game and a half here.
Move
8
away
minutes
now.
gone. It's 6-0.
Hold, go. Get your foot to it.
Yeah, it's all or nothing today. The loser will end their season 2017, and the winner will go on to face the Glenora Bears in the Fox Memorial Grand Final for 2017.
A chip to the back.
Tackle one. Up now. Make it here.
Well, we had enthusiasm on defence as well from Nick Watson.
Trent. Behind me.
They'll slow to retreat some of the Pirates.
2 now. Tony, move.
Zane Pocklington in control of the Pirates outfit this year.
That's 3. Release now, Jethro. Come on, guys. Go.
On the 30-metre line.
Down
the left side.
7, roll away.
Supporters opting to sit across the far side of the field. That would be the eastern side of this field. Bit of an easterly blowing in behind. You'd have to think at the moment the Pirates here for the first half.
Outside. Chase is good.
Slightly behind the back of the point, Chevalier Pirates. But it's also quite cross-field, blowing into the cameras, as you see on screen.
Hold here. 1. Watch that 7-second effort.
So Tevita Arona in
2 now.
7 today, lock 6.
Hold. Go, Marcus.
Wayne Lesiua in 3.
2.
Siua Tunuku, Solomona Saula, Solomono out wide. Matty Faitator and Francis Ledger.
Here. 7.
Matty in 5, Francis in 4 today. The bench featuring Jeremiah Pye and Jonas Afeli. Swane Hufanga Pakiafu. This is the lineup for the Pirates. And on the bench for their opponents, the Hornets, Armiger Charlie Fotofili and Fuim Wano.
Hold. Go.
30 metres out, a change of direction. Joyce goes to Radic. Radic straightens up, puts a chip in, sees a gap at the back, tries to chip it into the end goal. It's beautifully weighted. And some pressure at the back for Tunuku, who's been one of the standout number ones in the competition over the last half a dozen years.
It's all right. Contact's all right.
Beautifully balanced style of running and fair glides across the turf. As we see the Pirates looking to just consolidate and rebuild as Ledger loses the ball. It's a stolen ball, and it's Jesse Kevin who will score try number 2 for the Hornets. Remarkably, that's the way it is. 11 gone, and it's 10-0.
Brilliant start there from the Howick Hornets as Jesse Kevin seizes upon that loose ball, that loose pass. And couldn't believe he was gifted such a great opportunity here as we just look at the replay. Yeah. That ball didn't find its mark in Francis Ledger. And Jesse Kevin there continues his try-scoring efforts from last week, opening up with a hat-trick. And yet another 4-pointer here. Couldn't believe his luck, that ball dropping into his hands there. Not finding the target it was intended for in Francis Ledger.
Yeah.
And the Howick Hornets there.
Sorry, thank you.
Scoring their second try of the match in the opening 10 minutes here. Drew Radic looking to convert and take it out to a 10-point lead.
Second effort, there was one pretty
but
close
certainly, brilliant start from the Howick Hornets today there, Dale. And
because he was involved with it
as you could imagine, the Point Chevalier Pirates there looking very stunned in their team meeting and team huddle right now.
Stunned is a good word for it too. Well, Francis Ledger thought he had it, and then all of a sudden looked up and realised he didn't. So competing for it was Jesse Kevin. And of course it was one-on-one. The kick is unsuccessful, but the lead remains at 10. Sideline with you, Corey. Jesse Kevin certainly got some pace, not needed this time because some luck involved in the try.
Yeah, that's right, and obviously we saw last week Point Chevalier just weren't the team that we'd known over the last few years, and again in this game starting with some uncharacteristic errors, so a bit of a concern for the Pirates there, but Jesse Kevin, yeah, he can find his way to the try line, has scored a number of tries this year in the Fox, and again on that occasion, well, he won't score one, much easier than that one, and takes Howick out to a handy early lead.
And of course we were saying take the two, and look at that. So the kick off deep, let's hope that the Hornets can protect that lead. What a way to return the football, purposeful with a ton of attitude. Total Lenore with a surging run, and that'll lift his teammates beside him as Gillette takes it through as well. Up towards the 40. Bishop says, anything you can do, well, I'll try to do better. And he takes it forward to the halfway line. Full of running at the moment, the Hornets, as they're working down the right through Nick Wilson after the offload from Joyce, who slides into acting half. punches it back now to Tuia. He too gets into the action, willing to take the tackle on the 5th and final, just outside the 30, options left and right, this time to the right, but the ball's coming to the left. Ledge is there, so Solomona. And the latter gets hold of the ball before he runs into Totalanor, who puts him away just before he gets to the 20-metre mark.
Yeah, Faitatoa there, lovely take under the high ball on that occasion, bringing it back into the middle of the field as Francis Ledger looks to bring it forward and just take a little bit of pressure off his forwards.
Matty Faitatoa working the right edge today. Solar down the left.
4, release him!
Great start from the Howick Hornets, but they do need to consolidate their lead by just getting their seats complete.
Watch it.
And then obviously getting their defence working as well. As Faitatoa there gets the ball just on the right edge.
Go. Outside.
Kevin Locke there gets a nice bomb away. And
Play on!
And Francis Ledger comes up with it. He's been put into touch though.
It's a touch there, guys. Hand
A
over.
decent hit by Jesse Kevin.
Thanks, Simon.
looks like Georgie Edwards there, consummate fullback and
Hand over,
usually
guys.
very, very safe under the high ball, just totally bamboozled by the flight of that ball
Bring me
there.
here, 7.
Just missing it completely
7
and it
out
bouncing back into the on-running Francis Ledger, who just, unfortunately for the Point Chevalier Pirates, puts a foot into touch. And gifting the position back to the Howick Hornets.
Go.
Well, it's all on here, isn't it, in the major semi-final
That's one.
as
Sign the tackle.
Tuia
Up
issues
now.
yet another challenge.
Go, 1.
Friend,
Marcus, all right.
Totalanor have been very impressed with his attitude and work rate early on in the game.
Hold here, guys. Here, hold.
Just short of the 40,
Hold. Go.
him as he gets to his feet. Reece Charlie,
Tackle 3. Roll away.
Sort of-
10. Dylan.
almost a bent-over stance as he approaches the defensive line. Reece Charlie, a probing style of running, always looking for an opportunity.
Play on.
Here comes Friend, picks up some easy meters. Out it goes for Joyce now.
5 left.
He's wrapped up on the 5th and final tackle, but this is good meterage being gained. And a penalty deep in the tackle count.
You've got to roll away.
Yeah, momentum certainly with the Howick Hornets. They're just getting the rub of the green at the moment. Things seem to be going their way. But it's the old saying too, Dale, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And at the moment, they're certainly working very, very hard, and certainly luck is going their way. But just coming back to Reece Charlie as well, he's got a very low centre of gravity, and as you say, he leans forward into the tackle and carries the ball with real purpose. As the rest of the boys are doing in the Howick Hornets as well. So they're very much on the front foot at the moment, playing very, very good positive football.
Dylan Moses questioning Shane Ream's decision, I think particularly incensed that it was so deep in the tackle count as Jethro Friend spies an opportunity and looks to take advantage.
Number 6.
Not standing square on. So really the rub of the green at the moment is going the Hornets' way.
Yeah, Kevin Locke deemed to have not made the line, didn't get back on side.
When you're ready.
And consequently, the penalty awarded to the Hornets.
2 points, guys.
Well, there's 2 points on the on offer here, and it makes some sense at this stage. Corey, your thoughts, please.
Yeah, well, Sean Clark was very sure. He, as soon as that penalty was awarded, he was pointing to his players, 2 points, 2 points. So he obviously thinks, I guess, getting any advantage he can in a game like this against Point Chevalier is going to be valuable. But just earlier on George Edwards, we saw he was struggled with the high ball last week. Needs to get that sorted because Point Chevalier will target him all day. They've got pretty good playmakers and they've got clever guys in their side. So we saw him getting a bit of a talking to from Tony Tuia, just telling him to back himself as well. So they've got to be very careful that they don't allow Point Chevalier to, I guess, find a weakness in their team like that and execute it as the game goes on.
Well, Kevin never retired, but he's a very competitive sportsman and athlete.
Yeah.
And of course, the runner came straight at him, and I guess it was instinct really that took over then. And he made the tackle, but it's cost his team 2 points.
Just the smarts from young Jethro Friend as well, seeing the opportunity there and taking him on and drawing the penalty. Drew Raditz there just duly converts that very, very handy angle there for that penalty. And taking them out to the 12-point lead, which now puts the pressure on Point Chevalier to score at least 3 tries.
Yeah, look, I know it's close, mate.
To take the lead. And a very, very prominent and positive start from the Howick Hornets.
Well, 18 minutes in, it's a great lead to enjoy. here in a major semi-final.
Stay
A
behind.
little bit rattled at the moment, Point Chevalier, as they were last week, just taking a little bit of time to find their groove. As Tuia again does what his teammates expect from him, which is just solid carrying.
He's gone 10.
But a no-fuss attitude on the kick return. Little pop pass late is cleverly delivered at the law for Tafili.
2 now, 8 move. Hold, go.
Just getting some very, very good easy yards up the middle of the Howick Hornets, and also looking for the offload when it's on. Just
release him. Go.
Seems to be going their way at the moment. As they get onto the 40 metres inside the Point Chevalier territory now.
Dylan.
Reece Joyce
Good now,
looking to bring his centre back inside.
Well, they might as well make hay while the sun shines, the Hornets, because all the momentum, all of the possession, all the field position has been in their favour. And you just get the feeling that that won't last much longer. As some competition for the high ball out here on the western touchline ends up with the Pirates eventually having some decent football. And here we go with a penalty, which will give them some downtown support.
Where you go?
Shane Reen, one of our most experienced officiators.
Thanks, Simon.
And now Point Chevalier on the halfway line. Hornets.
1 now. Markers up.
3-man tackles.
Space. Hold, go. 1.
Reece Charlie's getting real busy out there, and that's him at it again.
Tackle 2.
Onto Kapawa. Latu signalling for his men down the right to just keep an eye out as he scoots it left. Arona with a drop off for foul. Back up on the inside comes Sione. He's now midway 30-40. Latu darts. Moses delivers. Lock. Riki. Ledger. Well, the ball went the wrong side of the ledger, to be honest.
It certainly did there. Just slightly behind the Francis there as he's running onto a nice hole as well. But their pass just not quite on the mark.
Yeah, I'll try, mate. It was a whole line. This.
And just unable to bring the ball in there.
Left field position made whole line. Hold.
Yeah, just a little bit up above his shoulder and just behind him there, and just not able to bring it in.
A shaky start for Francis Ledger.
Thank you. Heads down, Jeff.
It's easy to spot with his lime green boots and I guess you'd call it peroxide blonde locks.
That's 1. Anyway, close.
Suicide blonde.
Still got it.
Died by his own hands.
Fair enough. I like it, Rusty.
Marquez. Give him the space.
30 metres out from the line now. Here's Tuia running down the right side, but it was really a set-up for Fortafili. He goes down the left.
Release him now. Right side. Hold here. Hold. Hold. Go.
So they've played a good hand so far, the Hornets. Undoubtedly. One thing about Tuia as well, and I know he's made a mistake here, but Corey, one thing about him is you know what to expect.
Yeah, he didn't grab the ball.
Yep, exactly. Tony has given the same thing in the Fox for so many years now. He takes it forward hard. And in terms of getting the mental edge in the game, Tony is constantly chirping at you. He's constantly talking. He's a renowned sledger as well. But look, just a super consistent player. Never lets you down. Of course, he does have the odd penalty in him. But yeah, look, a super consistent player that's been around this competition for a long time now. We see a rare mistake from him there. It's going to give Point Chevalier a good chance to, I guess, spark something up. They had the right idea earlier when they came up to this right edge, so don't be surprised if they visit again.
Well, I know he's a sledger, but not a sledger in an uncomfortable way. Much of it's sort of got a humour base.
Oh, he's very, very witty. He's very intelligent and always got a bit of humour about him as well. And one of the real things I really like about Tony as well, he can always smile. Even when the chips are down, he's still got that smile on his face and always looks at the positive side of things.
Sure. His old man Brian was very much alike. And there he is, getting involved in the heavy stuff to 30 metres out from the try line.
Hold. Go. 2. That's right. 3 now. Move.
Salinga Kapawa to play the ball now. Latu at half.
They look like the Hair Bears, don't they, the two? Pakiafu with the footy now. Great opportunity here for the Pirates, and the penalty to boot.
Gone in again. Second effort there, guys, second effort.
Yeah, nice work from Point Chev there.
Doubling up, Tavita. Latu gets hold of the football, and now a good chance for the Pirates.
When you're ready.
The Hornets. Under the microscope now. So Kapawa takes him to within 7 metres of the try line, and there's two here. I don't know what he was thinking. And the crowd give him the raspberries from afar.
There's your mark, Tavita. When you're ready. Yeah.
So Latu, close by. Lock, inside for Afu.
That's all right.
And that's a try to Pakiafu.
You can't now.
Yeah, I agree with the referee there. He wasn't held in the tackle, and he was still travelling forward. He never stopped moving. He still had momentum. And it's nice the way he rolled out of that tackle, and then still had the wherewithal and the presence of mind to know where that try line was as he placed that try for the opening try for the Point Chevalier Pirates there. Yeah, referee Shane Ream right on the spot there, and I concur. Corey, once again, you're a magnet for that try scoring mate down in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, that's right. Nice effort there from Pakiafu. And remembering he hasn't played much at all this year. I think he might have played a couple of games at the start of the year, and then I think went across and spent a bit of time in rugby. So great to see Paki back in Point Chevalier colours. He went over to the Roosters last year. Things didn't quite work out. So back in the Auckland competition. Look, on his day, he can be the best forward in the competition. He's so destructive as Pakiafu.
Yes, he is. He's a genuine big man as well, and close to the range. I know that there was some conversations there with Tony Tuia talking with Shane Ream, but Ream was absolutely adamant. And when we got a chance to have a look at it for the second time as well, we recognised that Shane Ream made the absolute right call. He was never held Pakiafu. In fact, you'd need to rope him down with little people like Gulliver's travels. He's that big, close to the line. So Francis Ledger will have the kicking duties today.
But he really developed into an outstanding player once he left Otahuhu and came across the Point Chev. It's fair to say at Otahuhu he almost flew under the radar and didn't really get that much notice. And he became a superstar when he came across the Point Chev, and it's like, who is this man? And obviously it was enough for him to be picked up by the Roosters as well. And great to see him back on the field again. And that's a conversion, making the score 6-12.
13 minutes of the half remaining.
And 13 minutes to go on the clock. Just what Point Chev needed to get themselves back into the game. They needed to score next.
So the kick is deep, where it's taken there by Kapawa, and then it's the Hornets to go Kapawa and take the ball from him.
Take it back, tackle 0, guys. Take it back, whoa. Take it back. Yep, 0 tackle.
Playing it as reach Charlie. 0 tackle. Great chance here for the East Aucklanders as Fotofili takes it forward. He's inside the 10. One tackle gone. Tuia. They were waiting for him, though.
That's 2, you're short.
He spun towards the line. Shane Ream says, you're short, Tony. Radic, beautiful ball to the line. And it's been a knock-on just as the number 4, Gillette, reached out for the line.
Yeah, right, and Gillette. Very, very unlucky. And he knew he let one get away there. There's a beautiful work, he just sliced through. Oh, his elbows just hit the ground first and just lodged the ball. Great call again by Shane Ream, again right on the spot there. And once again makes the right decision.
Well, it's a game of millimetres, isn't it? And that was so close. Sometimes you get white line fever, you can see it looming. We've seen it so often. A little bobble just as you head to score the try. So it's the Pirates who have possession now. They need to settle things down. Silly Fowler says, well, I'll help with that. And here tracks, as you can see, 3 defenders on his own. He's lost the football. Play on though, says the referee, as Latu has a run and then is driven towards touch on the far side. In fact, he's pushed across the touchline. There might be some frustration starting to build now for the Pirates. Certainly the scrum feed halfway between the 30 and 40 for the Hornets will be a great place to mount the challenge as we go sideline with Corey.
Yeah, great effort from Reece Joyce there to come across in cover and take Tavita Latu out. But Howick playing with plenty of energy, and you can see it even on their bench. Everyone's up, everyone's talking, they're up for this one.
Wait for the hits. Heads down, guys. Dylan, pull him in. Dylan, pull him in.
Yeah, Coach Sean Clark looking very pensive there, pacing up and down in front of his bench. Obviously means a lot to him, his first time as Premier Fox Memorial coach. And one victory away from making the grand final and getting an invitation to the big show.
Yeah, and it'll be a great feather in his cap if he was to achieve that. Another penalty. There's plenty of that. A bit of gamesmanship in there and coming slightly unstuck as well. Interesting how Friend is just taking counsel here. He's talking with Bishop and others. Decides, well, we'll go this way. And Futafili will take it to the 15-metre line. Friend with options down the short side, but this time he'll go right. Radic hold it. Little shimmy from him to Tuia. Right in front of the post for Tony. 10 metres out. Joyce, numbers for Andy Matano on the far side. And those numbers are actually Point Chevalier jerseys.
That's 3.
Been painted all around him.
Play it 3 here, guys. Wait.
And tackle number 3 on the set here. Still a really good chance for the Hornets as they push the ball quickly. Bishop sideways more than straight ahead, and Futafili running himself out of room or being run out of room. 10 to the left-hand side of the post now as they straighten the run, and a little dummy there by Bishop. And days past, he would have found his way across the line, but this time not.
Tackle 5. Take it out.
Well, I've been very impressed here with Howick's attitude here in the semi-final. 12-6 they lead. We're into the last 9 minutes or so of play in the first half.
Tackle 5.
Who will meet up with the Glenora Bears next week? It's going to be one bumper Fox final as we see the needle threaded and a space here, and away the race is on. Little offload as well, hits the wrong mark.
Go. Mark is there. That's 2. Move. Play it 2. Watch it, Ant.
So things are getting a little bit hot out there at the moment, and fair enough. This is semi-final footy. 5 short of the halfway. Ledger in the tackle, makes that tackle on Gillette. Out to the left they come. It's Futafili first up carry.
Tackle 4, 8 out there.
The run there coming to an abrupt conclusion as Tuia gets into the mix as well. This is the 5th and final for the Hornets. Radic hoping for a cutout ball, and instead it's still the last. And away goes Jesse Kevin. Kevin with the kick. Puts it into the end goal. Will it sit up there and cause problems at the back? And will for the Pirates. They're trying to keep it alive. They're scrambling in the end goal, but can't scramble enough.
Great effort from the Hornets there, Dale. That's just everybody just putting everything on the line. In our 5th and final, great little kick there from Jesse Kevin, getting it into the end goal, and then that desperation defence to stop Point Chev inside their end goal area and force the goal line dropout. Wonderful, wonderful defensive effort from the Howick Hornets.
Well, we know that the Howick squad are a little more unpredictable, and that Glenora, I know you're watching this afternoon, you guys in the West, and obviously you can't determine who you will play against, but one thing is for sure, Howick, they might not have been the team that have dominated at the top of the table through the year, but they're forcing their way towards the final, and if they make it, well, who knows what they can turn up with. I'll certainly turn up with this man, and he just runs it straight to set the stage. 25 out. Futafili's busied himself around the ruck. Was wrapped up there in the tackle of
Hold.
Selene Kapawa.
all right.
Almost a hold shot there. That was some solid D, wasn't it?
Hold, go, 3.
Dummy half work for Luke Armiger down the right side. Finds George Edwards now. Almost a one-on-one strip. Both teams come in.
7. Unnecessary force, guys.
And it was Tivi Ardle now who was
7.
called out on this one.
Talk to him.
It's unnecessary force there, I think. The emotions are high.
Mate, that's why I got help. Hey, Dylan. Swing it on, mate. It's unnecessary.
Well, we've got access to the referee today.
Wait.
So there's a lot to be said, and we will...
When you're ready.
Some breathing space so that we can hear from Shane Ream when there are contentious decisions. Needed some clarification. So Dylan Moses will lift his game now. You just watch him. He is a wonderful competitor.
That's 2 now.
And now, Tuia, speaking of wonderful competitors, gets him right in front of the post. Here's another chance for the Howick Hornets. They're trying to go in underneath the defence to the line. Not so this time. As Fulafili comes up short. Now there is a looping pass out to the right-hand side. Down the right side is George Prescott. Armiger, Bishop.
Watch him coming back.
Frees his arms. Armiger again gets a double banger at it. Moses.
Big raps on Luke Armiger as well from Coach Sean Clark. He's just been outstanding off the bench for them this year.
Here they are. The 11 is Wilson. Couldn't get across the line. They're certainly working hard, and big ups to the Pirates' defence too. 5 out from halfway.
Yeah, great set of defence from the Pirates there, holding the Hornets out.
On the ball.
Enjoying the attacking game of the Howick Hornets at this stage too, Dale. They've got lots of options for their halves. They've got runners coming on the inside and outside. They've got good shape. So they certainly do have to do a lot of work on defence to the Pirates. But yeah, credit to both sides here. We're seeing some quality football right now.
Still one.
Another point, Chevalier Pirates. Jeremiah Pye says, well, welcome to Hornet Town.
That's 2 now. Let him up.
A driving effort.
Go, 2. Held 3. Lisa leg.
Pakiafu draws the penalty there from his good friend Tony Tuia.
On the legs. No, wait. No, tracking. Get him behind, King. Stay behind, guys. Winger. Thanks, Sutton. In the middle, guys. Keep coming. Yeah, when you're go.
Point Chevalier Pirates are going to get themselves another try before the half-time break. A powerful run,
That's 1.
full of attitude.
Hold, go. Mark is good. 2. Move now, Mark.
Yeah, Point Chevalier now making big inroads straight up the middle of the field.
Now Moses, beautiful ball to Fiao, who couldn't quite make the one connect down the left edge, but they're close to the line now, 15 metres out into strike zone, 6 metres from the try line, 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half, and the Pirates fancying their chances from close range. Through the hands they come, and across field, Utanuku sends it for Ledger. Ledger with a double around, Ledger with a hole, Ledger is straight in. Full of class, and Francis Ledger is in to score for the Pirates.
Yeah, so some quality football there. And beautiful work from Ledger too when he came back inside off that pass from Siwa Otanuku. And then giving the pass back out, coming back inside, and then getting footwork again. Beautiful work from Francis Ledger, showing his real natural talent. As we watch the replay, here it is. Here's the inside ball from Siwa. And then just as he goes back outside, the dummies and goes through, and the little footwork off the right-hand side, going across with the little dive at the end there. Quality finish from a quality player. And so good to see Francis Ledger back in the game as well after a couple of years and out through a really bad injury he incurred when he was a Warrior Junior.
Yeah.
And just great to see him back out on the field as well. And a very, very timely try there as well for the Point Chevalier Pirates as we approach the half-time whistle.
Well, the Pirates have been a very successful club in recent seasons, as mentioned. They had a premiership way back in 1953, but then languished at the foot of the table, really. In fact, the foot of Division 3, if you recall, but then a mounted effort by Stacey and Darwin and others, of course, saw them successful 2013, 14 and 15 in this remarkable 3-season run. They were runners-up last year, of course, to Papakura in the Fox Memorial Championship, so they've enjoyed tremendous success over recent seasons. As we see Francis Ledger looking to square things up as we head towards the halftime break. What an intriguing battle we're witnessing here in the major semi-final of the Fox for 2017.
Yes.
The flags are up. All is well. Ledger scoring in the 38th minute.
How long to go, please, Simon?
And only a few seconds to go. You'd have to think seconds rather than minutes. Hope you're enjoying the action here, live streamed from Trust Stadium in Auckland's West. Ledger levelling things at 12 all in the last minute of play.
Let me know.
Will there be another twist to the tail before the halftime hooter? We are going to be in for one heck of a second half. Jeremiah Pye says, come on, ref. We need to quick play the ball. And they're inhibiting us.
Hold here, hold, go, 2.
Last week flat. Today their start ordinary.
Held 3, Tony.
Their opponents
Here we go, keep coming. Go.
were on top of them.
Watch it. Outside.
They're Lafu in the 24th minute, and then in the 38th, Ledger, and there might be another twist of the tail as mentioned. As Faita Tor comes down and scores in the corner. Well, what a conclusion to the first half.
Watch it.
2 tries in 2 minutes. So Matty Faita Tor
Just watch the back play.
on the end of a beautiful pass there after that little kick through. Wonderful work. Just looking at the replay, here it is. Nobby with the little kick over the top. Siwa Otanuku through on to pick up the bounce. Out to Matty Faita Tor out on the right-hand wing here with the pace to finish it off and scoring that try in the right-hand corner. Corey, you're right down once again, right in front of you, my friend.
Yeah, and a common theme in both of those last 2 Point Chevalier tries. Siwa Otanuku, we know he can score tries. He's equally adept at setting them up as well. Lovely work from him there. Chimed in, delivered the final pass beautifully, and Point Chevalier all of a sudden have the control. They're going to go into the sheds feeling very happy.
I absolutely agree, but for the Hornets, wow, what it's done is demoralised them too after the elation of being in control of this game. For most of that first half, it has turned on its head in the last quarter hour anyway. The 24th minute, we saw Afu come in, and of course the Howick Hornets thought that they had him tackled, and he wasn't. Was able to roll to his feet. Then Ledger, now Faita Tor, has absolutely stuck it at them. So, Ledger looking to convert yet again. From wide out, he struck this one nicely. It's sailing nicely. It's sailing beautifully. Right on the money, and the Point Chevalier Pirates, a class act, as we know, will take the lead into the sheds. They lead this one, the major semi-final. At the break, it's 18-12. Stay with us. We'll be back for the second half. Coming your way shortly. There's work to be done by the Hornets, and a 6-point lead to the Pirates.
Just for that hooter, I didn't hear that time before I... Yeah, sweet.
And health and safety information. In the event of any required evacuation announcement, the evacuation area is a marked exit gates to the bottom of the 70 point, was the car park area in front of the entry gate where we came out. Paramedics on site and medical assistance is required. Security and event staff will be able to assist if required. Please keep your information on the events. The Auckland Rugby League would like to acknowledge and thank our sponsors and partners for the 2017 Premiership season.
You don't know me. You've never seen me play. You don't know my name. You don't even know how to pronounce my name. I'm not a big star. You may think I'm a nobody, but nobody trains harder. Nobody wants it more. Nobody will surprise you. Nobody's tougher. Nobody. And come this October, who you don't know can hurt you.
Kia ora atu and welcome back. I'm Hinu Nui Kakwe. It's great to have your interest and support here of Auckland Rugby League's initiative to bring the local game alive via the internet and cyberspace. This is live streaming of sport. Of course, next week, grand final is going to be live on Sky Sport of the Fox and Shaman Cup. But today, we thank those behind the scenes who are working with us today. Tia, who's directing, and Louise, or the team in the truck, and of course our cameraman, plus our commentary team of myself, Rusty Matua, Lewin Husband later, and also Corey Rosser, who is sidelined with us. It's great to have your company. It is 18-12 at the halftime break, and we're about to get underway with the second half. And what is the major semi-final of the Fox Memorial Championship, the Hornets and the Pirates, and we are in for one heck of a second half. Well, let's go straight to you, Corey, because I noticed that you're in there like an eavesdropper, looking to where the treasure's been buried, and you had your ear to the ground. What did you come up with?
Yeah, that's right. For Howick, the message, we've got the wind in the second half. Let's play smart football and try and trap them down this end of the field. And for Point Chevalier, attack the middles. They think that they can get advantage through there with their forwards, particularly their benchmen, and just stay calm. They know that they've got plenty of experience to lean back on, so remain calm and get through this game.
A beautiful summation of what were long talks full of expletives.
Exactly, and quite often too we tend to talk too much at half-time as coaches, and it's always about just keeping the message very, very simple and just keeping it to as few words as possible, because the guys are tired, they're fatigued, and they can't take a lot of information on board. So yeah, a nice summation there from Corey, and no doubt the coaches will be hopefully getting their words through to their players as the second half unfolds.
I remember hearing Wayne Bennett, because people asked him, do you say much to the players before or at halftime? He says no, because they're all at varying levels, some super smart guys and some not so smart guys. And as an example, he went to the hospital to visit one of his younger players who said that he was in need of an autopsy. So that's the reason that he says he doesn't issue too many instructions at halftime. Francis Ledger has gone down in back play. We will stay with the play on camera, but it looks as though it could be a serious injury. At the back of the Howick Hornets, George Prescott takes the ball with great skill, but also concedes a penalty for contact on the kicker.
There's a silly penalty there from the Howick Hornets.
He's gone up the legs. Can you just hold the... I'd prefer him to leave him alone or use his arms.
Shane Reams, plenty of experience there, and let's go back and see where Francis Ledger is. And he has been down for some time. He's slowly getting to his feet.
Right.
And he looks as though he'll be okay, but he didn't move for a while, which gave us cause for concern. 18-12. Just reflecting on that first half performance too, and it was the Hornets in after 6 with Radic. Kevin scored an unlikely try soon after, and a penalty gave them a 12-0 lead after 18 minutes. 6 minutes later, Afu was in to score. The Hornets thought that they had stopped the big man. He hadn't, and had every right to get up and go again. And the Faitator scored late in the half, as well as Ledger. So the 18-12 scoreline, and now we're with the Pirates, who are, as you can see, barnstorming their way towards the line, this time through Swane Hufanga.
Let him go. That's my gap.
Played in the 20s, been a nice old battle with him and Tony Tuia. Kevin Arona. Arona is crafty, cagey and elusive, but this time he's put away just 5 metres out from the try line, and another penalty.
He's in there, number 7. No. You've got to give him space, number 7.
Siua Tunuku wanted to go on with it quickly. Pai decides he will. Hufanga in a spinning effort.
Now, 13. Give him the space.
Pai to acting half. Rolling up. Back on the inside. There's Swane. Moses.
Tackle 3. Don't play it on him, Dylan. 3. Go.
So whipping it out the back. Otunuku. Hufanga. Wrapped up by Bishop and also Wilson.
4. Marker's all right.
Pai. Arona. Full of attitude at the moment.
Hell, 5 last.
Well, they're certainly peppering the defensive line at the moment, the Pirates. You sense that they are fancying their chances. A very poor pass. It's gone backwards and play on. Last tackle. Everyone putting the heat on out wide. Tunnel ball possibility. Rubber kick to the in goal. Too heavy.
No, it's brilliantly weighted.
Accidental, guys. That was accidental.
My apologies as well. I'm looking at the wrong line. Of course, that was to the in goal, and so it turned out to be $1 million kick.
Yeah, perfectly balanced kick there from Kevin Locke, and more importantly, a great chase by the defenders. The Point Chev outside backs on the right-hand edge, and making sure that they made their tackle in goal and forcing the goal line dropout now for the Howick Hornets, who've been put under some pressure now for the last 10 minutes there, Dale. And quality football here shown by and experience shown by the Point Chevalier Pirates.
So Arona just outside the halfway line. Look at the power of the return. It is Swati Hufunga.
All the way back. Give him space.
Attitude of plenty. And that sparked some interest as well.
Hold here, hold. Two.
So Fial might have twisted his ankle perhaps.
Tackle 3.
But he's still in there.
15.
Jonas Chevalier is also looking for his opportunity.
Go, 3.
And then with fresher legs, 70s Pakiafu on the right side. So a lot of the big men are on. Preston Riki walking up sideline. Eddie Paliki likewise on the bench as Moses waits the ball beautifully. The pass out wide and then did not stick down the left edge.
Shania Hufunga unable to find his mark.
You got it. Good defense.
Shani Fial actually in that jersey now.
Well, he must have ripped his jersey too, the big guy. He was out initially in 11.
All right, same as first half, guys. Second row, pull them in tight. Second row. 15, second row with your mate.
Shani Fial, Gumpy.
Yep, heads in.
His first year with the Point Chevalier Pirates, long time Mortahu Leopard.
Come on, heads in, guys.
Wanted to continue playing Fox Memorial and is enjoying,
heads in, please.
Is enjoying his time here.
Heads in. Yep, put in. Out. Hell one. Up now. Have a look. Kevin, go. Kevin,
So the
you're
Hornets
short.
finally get hold of the football. Luke Armiger is the distributor, but they just need a little bit more possession to create some opportunities. 6.5 into the second half.
That's 3. Release Dylan.
That's a run with some attitude and sting.
Tackle 4, release.
This time a bit of a stammered run. Just inside now the Pirates half.
Keep your hands out of there, Wax.
There's Bishop holding. Looking to link up there with Wilson. Was ranging up on his right-hand side.
Marcus, square up.
But I think the crowd are enjoying themselves immensely. If you have just joined us, we can tell you too that the Shaman Cup final, I'll tell you in a moment, because that ball has come back with no advantage. It will be a scrum feed for the Hornets from 15 metres out.
Yeah, rare error there from Siwa Tanuku there, going up to take that high ball and losing it forward. Now putting the Howicks in fine field position here as we watch the replay. Yeah, just mistimed it.
Wax was bombing to him. He dropped it like 5 times in one day.
He talks more than you, Wax.
I know. I can't beat him.
Unbelievable, eh?
Can you hear that in the background?
Classic Tony Tuia there. As I said, it's always very witty. They're just compounding Siwa Otanuku's mistake there, saying, oh, he can't catch the ball. Wax kicked it to him 5 times. He dropped it every time, so he can't catch the ball, he reckons.
Make it to me, one side.
Ronnie Gillette.
He's always a bit of humour as Mr. Tony Tuia.
Toes Eleanor with the football. And I was going to let you know that the Otahuhu team got up against the against the Ponsonby Ponies today.
Or 2 markers,
so they will go head-to-head with the Vikings in the final of the Shaman Cup.
Go, 2.
In a week's time. So it's now the Hornets peppering the line with a beautifully weighted pass as well, and another Pirate down in back players. That's the only foul. He's slow to his feet. A little bit in the way. Also, he is to his feet now.
Held, 5 last. fast. Let him go.
And here's a
Hold.
dusty guy
Hold.
as he makes
Go.
his way back into the defensive line. Joyce and Radic,
knock on.
Edwards, as he regained it, but it was knocked on.
Sorry, whistle's gone. Hit the ground. Last tackle, hand over. Yes, here. Hand over here, guys.
Well, you can hear Shane Ream in the background.
Yeah, good work from the Point
Right, guys,
Chevalier
back it
defence there, pushing up and really putting the Howick backline under pressure.
Nice and close, Jethro.
Although they've
Jethro.
given themselves a lot of depth,
Nice and close.
Point Chev worked really hard with their line speed out there and managed to get up and
Don't go early,
interfere and
guys.
cause interference in that backline
four,
play
four.
and forcing the error on the Howick Hornets.
Yeah, you're right, keep going. That's one. Up now, Marcus. Hold. Go, one.
They're just short of the 20 now. That's a good, powerful
2 now. Move, take
carting of the ball.
Coming. Go, 2. Still 2. 3 now. Release him. Correct, guys, tackle 3.
As you can see, some kids found our microphone by the sound of things in the background there.
Still 3. That's all right. Play on. Still 3. Held. Release him.
Thanks very much. We managed to locate that little kid, and of course we've ensured that he won't get Christmas presents or birthday presents.
The ball, watch the ball.
Yeah, for the next
5
10 years.
last. Off the ball now. Square and hold. Go.
Anyway, I'm pleased the Twins are here.
Give 10 here, give 10.
Oh,
Give 10.
nicely taken at the background by
Yeah, we're good now,
Georgie
we're good.
Edwards.
Thank you. That's one. Up now. Here's 10, guys. Don't milk it, George.
25 from their
Play
line.
on the mark.
Hornets. We've
One.
got some little inroads, but I think, Corey,
That's 2.
that Point Chev have really
12.
dominated here. With 10 minutes gone into the
Hold.
second half.
2.
There's no change to the scoreline at the moment. And Howick just needs something to spark them along a little bit more. And the Pirates are working really hard on defence. That could come, but at the moment, the Pirates have been very good in maintaining the lead that they built up just prior to the break.
3-1 mark.
Yeah, that's right. Point Chevalier certainly started the more positive, though, as we see Howick with a nice little shift here. But Howick, all they need to do is march down the field, put the high ball up. In this wind, you're going to get a couple of results and a couple of errors.
Reece Charlie now, 15 from the try line for the Hornets. They need to quit play the ball. Here it is, and across it comes for Joyce. Joyce sees them on the far side of the field, chipped back, kicked in, and then it's the Pirates who literally steal the football.
Let him go. Keep coming, Jethro. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I thought there wasn't the right option there from Reece Joyce. There's much better shape on his right edge. He needs to come out here. They also had a one-man overlap as well, so chose to go back to his left edge with that little kick in the air, and that was well diffused by the Point Chevalier Pirates.
Go, well done, Tony. 3.
Dylan Moses in early, as far as the receipt is concerned.
4. Off the leg.
That's a good tackle, because that was a very threatening raid, and Fial's out of in poor nick here.
5 last. Off the
Scrambling at the moment, the Pirates.
Kevin Locke with the little grubber kick through there, just a little kick,
Surrender.
well fielded there
Stand up now.
by Reece Joyce.
Here we go. Hold. You play on the mark. 1.
Georgie Edwards looking to bring a settle forward here, try and give a break to his forwards.
2 now. Release him. Wax. What? Hold.
Here's Tony Tuia.
Just play it, Jethro. Don't milk it.
Well, you can hear the instructions from the referee. He's been around these guys for a long time, knows what they're about.
He's very, very experienced, and obviously right up into the Toyota Cup, and I think he's run that touch judge in the NRL too, Dale.
Oh, well,
That's all right.
you're not a dairy farmer.
Sorry,
He's saying to them. Now the Hornets have it 15 metres from the try line as Radic gets to his feet. They've got numbers to the right-hand side. That was wisely left alone, because it wasn't a pass that was needed to be taken by George Edwards. In fact, it was Johnny V.
Knock on, push it.
Knock on Point Chev. Great opportunity for the Hornets sideline with Corey.
Yeah, Howick now starting to bring a little bit of heat in this one. They got a couple of quick play the balls there and were able to make some ground through the middle of the park. So good opportunity for them here to, I guess, make their first real impression in this second half. It's been mostly Point Chevalier, but Sione Fial, he's really battling out there. He's receiving medical attention for a couple of minutes previously, then made a little bit of a break and again limping. So you have to wonder how much longer he's going to last out there.
Yeah, and Matty Faitotoa there just unsuccessful with trying to field that bomb by Reece Joyce. And again, gifting position here and possession to the Howick Hornets now on the 10-metre line with a set of 6 in front of them.
Okay, put it in.
Sterling Kapawa is looking for his boarding pass as well. Inside run for Anthony Fuimaono. What a charge towards the line from Ants. He's only 7 metres from the try line as they look to the right-hand side. Nicholas Wilson is on his own. I don't think he'll get through by himself, although he does reach out. Oh, well, there we are. As easy as that. Nicholas Wilson, I said, you won't go through by yourself. He said, take that, husband, and gets in and goes through to score.
Yeah, one of the unsung heroes as well of the Howick Hornets, and huge raps from Nick Wilson, from Coach Sean Clark. And then just showing their flying under the radar a little bit, perhaps not wearing the big reputations of some of his more illustrious counterparts out on the field. But no, there's a beautiful play and a beautiful extension there. And duly awarded by Coach Reams, Shane Reams, the referee there. And if he's to convert this, it'll tie the match up at 18 all. And it's exactly what the Howick Hornets needed to get themselves back into this game. If they were to have any chance of winning, it was vitally important that they scored this try.
Okay, this is starting to not go well. This comms, I didn't catch much of that, Ant, so it's all right. I think I got point share right side. That's good.
And there it is. Drew Radis duly converts and ties up the ball game. 18 apiece.
Well, as we know, this back-to-the-wall attitude that you take into semi-finals and finals just provides us such wonderful spectacles. Hope you're enjoying the action here, wherever you're viewing it, across Auckland, across New Zealand. I know we've got plenty of viewers in Australia and indeed across the world through cyberspace. So 18 apiece, 15 minutes gone into the second half. Your thoughts, Corey?
Yeah, interesting period coming up for Point Chevalier. Of course, they've been so dominant through the regular season, top of the table, won the vast majority of their games. So a little bit of foreign territory for them here. They had it last week as well, where they were thoroughly beaten by Glenora, but they've got the class to overcome this. They just need to get the mental side of it right.
Well, we're in for a really entertaining last roll of the dice from these two proud clubs. As mentioned, 4 championships for the Point Chevalier squad. Taken in by Edwards, who was tempted to give it to Tuia, instead takes it through himself, but he's lost the football. Part of the reason why the big men are charged with that responsibility. So they've immediately found themselves under pressure.
Tackle one, Tony up now.
And just outside the 10-metre line, we find the Pirates of Sterling Kapawa, who's setting the stage for an assault on the line.
Hold, go 2.
Moses. Numbers, Ledger. Can he get the ball down? Checking with the touch charge, all as well, it would seem. And conceding one, scoring one, and double quick time.
In the worst possible thing that could happen to the Howick Hornets after scoring their try. He's losing possession on the verse carry. George Edwards there being monstered in the tackle by 3 of the Point Chevalier defenders. And then three plays later, Francis Ledger running onto a beautiful short ball. And Royd and Gillette just unable to wrap him up and stop him from scoring their try. As Francis Ledger scores the second for the day. And the first for the second half for the Point Chevalier Pirates, to extend that lead once more.
You guys all right? You can hear me?
Well, credit to Francis Ledger, but again, a reminder of just how influential a mistake like that can be. And George Edwards, well, he thought I'd just take it forward with a settler, a conservative settler.
And Tony Tuia had a full head of steam too, steaming onto that ball.
We're going to have lots more decisions this half, so stay focused.
Yep, Tuia will be thinking the wrong call has been made. Sideline with you too, and I detect a little bit of drizzle. Is that what we're seeing here at the moment?
You sent that call out nice and early too, Corey.
Yeah, a little bit of rain starting to come down here, guys, which is going to add a different sort of facet to this game, but a classy reply there from Point Chevalier. And watch out, Pakiafu's back on the park. He can change the momentum of this one. The rain now starting to really come down along with that wind, so tricky conditions for the closing exchanges of this one.
Ledger is off target with this one.
Yeah, wind's really picked up as well, Dale, with the rain coming in from the north.
Sort of a northeasterly, really, I guess, coming towards us.
Yes.
We have 2 more games coming your way through the course of the evening. One due at around 4:30 and the second kicking off at around 6:25. So hopefully they'll be in some decent conditions. Selling Kapawa is wrapped up. I don't think there's anything untoward in the tackle by Anthony Fuimwano. Just falling awkwardly. Now the Hornets realise that they too have to really put some pressure on the Pirates, who have a 4-point lead. Seemingly able to score. Not at will. A bit of rubbing from Tuia on Otunuku. Down the short side they come, probing. Dwayne Lesua taking the ball forward, and now
inside. That's inside 40.
Kevin Locke.
Number 3. There we go. Play on now.
Yeah, the Point Chevalier here, they just picked up the tempo of the game. Once again.
So things starting to lift right here too for the Pirates, and a bit of a mistake. I was thinking initially from the Pirates, but not so. It's a mistake from the Hornets.
It's not quick. Right now, Josh, not yet. Yeah. If you lose it after that, though, it's a knock-on.
Yeah, George should stick to being a fullback.
There's your mark.
Let the referee do his job.
Kevin.
Doesn't want to be distracted now. He's losing his focus.
When you're ready.
But it was just amazing defensive effort from Point Chev there, forcing the loose ball once again.
Tackle
George
one.
Prescott.
Off the legs now.
And again, putting Point Chev in fine field position here as we count down into the last quarter.
Moses sends it back on the inside now as the Pirates trying to get themselves some field position and an opportunity to get across the line again. 22-18 they lead. This is dangerous. And on the far side, only 8 metres from the try line, a sliding Otunuku. Down the right side, Ledger's already scored twice.
It's come off the arm, it's bounced up and hit your arm. It's gone forward.
Knock on.
Hit the arm and
Yeah,
gone
Reece
forward.
Charlie there, just unable to bring in that little chip kick. Grab it through there from Ledger. And just coughing it up, and momentum here firmly with the Point Chevalier Pirates. Just quite funny how little things can start going your way and the momentum shifts in the game. And just the last, probably the last 10 minutes, the game is certainly swung towards the Point Chevalier Pirates.
Plenty of football still here. 18 minutes to play, 22-18, an intriguing battle.
Okay, heads in, thanks, George. Down we go, Dylan. Out.
Down the right-hand side they come, the Pirates. They are looking very threatening at the moment. You just feel like the shoulders are starting to hunch over here from the Hornets. They haven't had a lot of football.
That's 2 now.
When they have had it, they haven't been able to make too many inroads. Vanessa Totananoa working hard. Remember, one team goes home at the end of the next 17 or so minutes.
Yeah, I think from the Hornets' perspective here, it's all about composure.
Moses,
their systems right.
First receiver, Arona, onto Tunuku, reading that play and getting into him quickly as George Prescott came in from the right wing. The Hornets need to force an error and get hold of the football and repel this charge from the Pirates, who are looking to put one on and seek the chances of the boys from East Auckland. They come up with the football. The rain, as you can see on screen, problematic. And Jethro Friend has the ball, where he too is driven back towards his own line. It's Edwards now to Friend and now to Tuia.
3 now.
And something that Corey mentioned about half-time as well, Dale, is the fact that the wind is well behind the Howick Hornets, and they really need to use this opportunity now to try and get a 40-20 This would be an absolutely outstanding opportunity for them to do it now. The wind is very, very strong at their backs right now. And they need to position themselves right now to try and get a 40-20, or at least get down into the red zone of the Point Chevalier Pirates.
Well, we've seen the 40-20 used to great effect in previous games. Here's Edwards, gets the ball across. Drew Radic is the player with the most chance, and a knock on. In fact, it's not Radic, it's Joyce.
It's not quick, it's not quick.
Yeah, no, big missed opportunity there. They didn't realise the tackle count. You could see that from Jordan's friend's run from dummy half that he heard the call, but obviously his halves weren't in sync. And George Edwards there shifting the ball on to Joyce, who was subsequently tackled with the ball in the 5th and final, and not a very good end to the set for the Howick Hornets there.
Indeed, Rusty.
2-0, Jethro. Hold here, hold. Go, 2.
35 metres from the try line now. Up quickly on to Vidalatu. Very resilient. It bounces up. Putting a bit of work into Nicholas Wilson as well, and a little mistake as he gets up. Or perhaps a little more interested in working on Nick Wilson's mush.
He's got a bit of a cramp. Don't need to, yeah.
No. Get set. If he's still down. All right, mate? We're ready.
At least we got nice weather, you reckon, the big man?
Wind in, Dylan.
Howick certainly needs to get back out on the right end of the field here.
Yep, put in.
And at the very least get to a kick.
We haven't seen the best of George Edwards here this afternoon. But that doesn't say that we couldn't see something sparkling from him to wrap up the game.
Not square, mark out 10.
He's one of those guys who can turn on a dime.
2-0, release him.
Well, we saw him have a terrible start to his game last week, Dale, and then come back and be quite instrumental in the downfall of Mount Albert and the success of Howick last week. And they certainly need him to pull out some of his best footy right now if they're to be successul.
It's been there's still plenty to play for here for Howick. The lights are on at Trust Stadium at Auckland's West. And Trent Bishop, a little bit of a skip to his step as well as he just gets to the 30-metre line. It's the 5th and final tackle now. And putting one up. Are the Howick Hornets here to challenge? Everyone's there to challenge. It's play on, and the round goes to score the try. Law Fotofili. Referee Shane Wren says, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we've got a ball game on our hands here, Dale. And that try from Fotofili ties up the scores at 22 all. And again, it's just to emphasise the importance of the chase on the kick. As we see Reece Joyce here in the replay, putting up this bomb. Siwa and Solomona getting in each other's way there. The ball going to ground and then popping up beautifully in the half volley to the arms of Fotofili, who brings it around and can improves the angle for the conversion. And getting Howick Hornets back on level terms.
All good, fellas.
Once again, Corey, right in the box seat down there, my friend. Probably 80% of our tries here today. So your kind of feedback and comments on that particular try.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a theme of the day, hasn't it? Tries off kicks, and on that occasion there, obviously a bit of a breakdown of communication, I think, between the Point Chevalier guys and, of course, the rain. Just adding to how difficult it is to defuse these kicks now as Radish puts the kick over. And the Howick Hornets, they'll be very happy with that. Came against the run of play, but they'll take it.
I'm sure they will too. They'll take it and really put some excitement into this last little period of the semi-final. Auckland Rugby League pleased to be bringing you the action from Trust Stadium in West Auckland. The major semi-final, 24-22.
Something that Coach Sean Clark there really tried to get through to his boys was to use that wind advantage at their back. And although that wasn't a very deep kick, it was certainly a kick. And again, it wasn't fielded by Point Chev, and it's a part of their game that they need to exploit in the second half.
Backwards, play on, play on.
If they're to be successful in this match, they need to use their natural conditions to their advantage.
Andy Matano reading that play well, at the risk of it going awry, but they forced the ball backwards, and that allows the Hornets, hopefully for their case anyway, to work the set well.
3-0.
And then punch into the corner. They're up by 2, but there's going to be more points in this game. I get the feeling. There's that familiar little skip and a hop that we see from Trent Bishop.
Hold, go 4.
He's just outside the 40. Little dummy from Chevalier on the 5th tackle.
Hold here, hold. Hold.
Radic gets himself into position for the kick. And he decides to put that kick between Otunuku and into the hands of Saula Solomona.
Tackle
So
1.
G'day to Mull, not quite sure why he's not there today, but
1. Yeah.
I know he'll be watching
That's
as
2.
well.
Boom.
So the
Here we go
Pirates
with me here.
with it now
17.
with 11 and a half minutes to play.
Tackle 3.
Impressive
Time
Swana
out.
Hufanga. Midway 30,
I'm over this
40.
Hell, 4 off the ball. Train off the ball. 4.
Big Eddie to his feet to play it now.
5 last. Up in square, Train. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming.
Latu.
That's all right. Good.
Edwards.
Yeah, you got him. Call him high. Call him high.
Yeah, certainly a high tackle there. George very safe under that high ball there. Made sure he took that nice and cleanly. Needed a nice scything run back into the defence there, but the Point Chevalier Pirates defence there a little bit lazy, going too high, and then now giving a penalty away to the Hornets in fine field position now.
Fuimano centres it up.
Stand now.
Well, what team will keep their heads and dominate possession, field position? Chuia again.
That's 2. Move.
Dylan Moses there being fended off there with the big forearm from Tony Tuia.
2. Hold. Go. 2.
Well, Tony might get himself involved in the action again. This is a very good carry.
Out now. See what?
Tackle number 3. Great chance here for the Hornets. Out wide they come. This is Totalanoa.
Tackle 4. Move.
Tackle's gone. Big chance here now for the Hornets. Can they capitalise from close range? Out the back they come. This time not. Defriend.
That's 5 last.
Scrambled effort. But the final tackle. Looking for a repeat set undoubtedly.
Markers are good.
Down to the right side goes Bishop. And Otunuku will get back into the field of play, but he's only a metre or so inside that field of play, and some big work ahead for the Pirates as enthusiastic how Hornets defence moves up en masse.
Yeah, Trent Bishop recovered well from losing his footing at dummy half there and still managed to get away a little grubber. And so with the 3rd tackle still inside the 20 there, they're still in good field position here in the Howick Hornets, and they can continue to do 2 more tackles. They're going to really put the Point Chevalier Pirates under pressure here to get a kick away from deep inside their territory.
Coming up to 8.5 minutes to play in that first half.
Hell, 5 last. Marcus square up and hole. Just right, not square.
Down the right side, and it is Moses. That's been played at. And Big Tony Tui has come up with it. Did he knock it on? He didn't.
Here we go.
He's okay with it.
Yeah, bad decision there from Kevin Locke, trying to be unorthodox, I guess, and rather than the big kick downfield, he went for the little grubber for himself, and it didn't come off. Big Tony Tuia putting his foot out there and nudging it forward for himself and falling on the loose ball. And Howick hot on attack and good field position once again.
And he is at it again too, so a double play from Tuia, an inspirational couple of carries in the mix. Now for Fotofili, has been very good too at stages. Normal Fotofili, 12 from the line.
Still four. Play on,
Bishop slipped over a couple of times. He bounces to his feet. Fotofili is there again. He's over the line. Can he get the ball down? Oh, the Pirates hold him up and keep him at bay. Sideline with you, Corey.
Yeah, close thing there for the Pirates, but they get there and scramble across. It's hard to get a read on this game at this stage into a real sort of arm wrestle, and obviously with these conditions, the ball movement's gone away a little bit, but this is a huge couple of minutes coming up for the Point Chevalier Pirates.
So 7 to play in the semi-final. The grubber kick into the end goal is very slick. Otunuku had nowhere to go. And they'll go underneath the crossbar for the restart. The Pirates. Well, time is starting to be a factor here.
We'll see momentum swing backwards and forwards, Dale, throughout this match, and as you expect with two really good sides. But momentum firmly with the Howick Hornets at this stage.
So the dropouts taken by Edwards, and Tuia again with that responsibility.
On that ball. 1-0. Markers up. Keep coming, guys. Hold.
And often the big men are required to just take it forward. Don't have too many expectations of the offload.
Move. Keep coming. See what?
Tuia has been exceptional in that regard. He'll look for a double carry. That skip again from Bishop. Needs to hold on to the football. He's to ground. 5 metres from the line. Jethro Friend bouncing around off players. Gets it to Radic. Wide, nicely intercept. Oh my goodness. This is what rugby league is about. The chase is on. Edwards is gassing at it, but I don't think he'll get there. And the hand is up. The Pirates are in on the far side of the field. Is this not what league is all about? To the wire they go. End to end. And the Pirates score down the right edge from Matty Faitatoa.
Yeah, we just spoke about the momentum there, and just takes just one misguided pass, one loose pass there, and Matty Faitatoa swooping onto that intercept opportunity. Reece Charlie. Unfortunately for Reece there, his pass didn't find its target. And for all the Point Chevalier supporters, they see Matty Faitatoa seize that opportunity there, seizing the loose ball, of the intercept rather, and sprinting 90 metres to score that try and take Point Chev back into the lead.
Well, Reece Charlie, he's been a good contributor, but this time around, he'll be disappointed. Was it a Drew Radic ball?
Thanks, Brendan.
Reece Charlie with the pass, and it was intercepted on the 10 metres. And away went Matty Faitatoa. To his credit, George Edwards shattered him the entire way so that this kick wasn't so straightforward. But now the clock is counting down, and it's in the Pirates' favour. Well, I tell you what, they were unlucky last year, of course. They were up against the Papakura squad in that grand final. They'd won the championship 3 years in a row prior. And that's given them the box seat as the kick from out wide is unsuccessful.
We've seen the lead change 5 times in the match now as it goes back. Advantage to the Point Chevalier Pirates. And with 4 minutes to go.
Which way you going, buddy?
It's exciting into the match here, Dale. 2-point margin.
Okay, thank you. Really good.
You can't write off the Howick Hornets either.
I think. Stay behind.
They're a side that can score when presented with the opportunity.
So the kick is deep. The Pirates have it. 17's big Pakiafu.
Markers up. Yeah, hold out wide, Hold.
Some concern for him when the tackle technique on display. The Hornets will not help themselves if they get too aggressive in the defence. They need to just make sure that they can get the tackles made. They'll get the ball again. Well, what can they make of that possession? The rain coming down here.
It's 4 now. Release him, keep coming.
And is that going to dampen the chances? There's a slip there.
Held. 5 last.
And the 5th and final tackle for Tavita Latu. The Pirates have it. Salingi Kapoa. And now the kick downtown. Taken on the far side. Howick. Have another turn it back. But not for long. Into the last minute and a half we go. 26-24.
Went on with it, guys. The called penalty went on with it.
Is there another twist in the tail, Dale?
It could be, because they're going to get 20 or 30 metres here. And from the halfway now, the Hornets, last roll of the dice for 2017. What a season it's been for them. The first cart forward is Andy Matano. He's to the 40.
Go, one. I'm over this ruck.
Reece Charlie brings it forward to the 30.
Give him space. Hold.
Getting themselves in the zone. 2 minutes to play.
3.
To the 20.
Great play of the ball there from Trent Bishop.
Joyce now Toto Lenore.
Tackle 4.
Solid D from Dylan Moses.
1 foot.
Sorry, it was Eddie Pailiki. Well, it's all on here. Look at Howick on the 5th and final. They need another set. They've got to get another set. And very unusual, Reece Joyce.
That's 6 again.
Slips.
6 again. 0. Up now.
As does the hopes for the year. You would think Reece Joyce is in some trouble and discomfort. And credit
1 now. Move 10. Keep coming, guys.
to Ledger, who's there helping them out. Francis Ledger, good sportsmanship on show here.
Hold, play the ball. Hold here.
Understandably slow to get to their feet this time. Number 2, Saula Solomona.
2.
Here's Latu. Across field. Claimed in the tackle of Reece Charlie. And he won't be in a hurry to get to his feet. We're into the last minute of play. 2 points in it. What a tough contest it has been. What an entertaining spectacle we've witnessed here today.
Leave it. Play the ball.
Bishop and Kapawa. Well, they've done their dash. Both teams are absolutely drained. What a result. The Pirates will go to the final. The Howick Hornets, well, they had their chances but just couldn't convert. Full time. It is the Pirates 26, the Howick Hornets 24.
26-24.
Well, what a game we've witnessed there. It had everything, all of the emotion. 18-12 at the halftime break for the Pirates. 2 late tries in that halftime. On the turnaround, Wilson gets in to square it up at 18s. Ledger soon after 22-18. Fodafili gave the lead to the East Aucklanders. And then an intercept try and a runaway conclusion for Matty Faitator. What a game we've witnessed. Corey, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, incredible game, Dale, and Point Chevalier in the end, well deserving of their spot in the final. They just wouldn't go away today. They had a pretty rough start to this game, managed to come back, and again, through that second half, there were periods that Howick dominated, but Point Chevalier, I guess, in the end, that experience in these situations came through, remembering, as you mentioned, they have won the Fox a number of years in a row. They've had a mortgage on it. They've been in this situation so many times before, and in the end, maybe that experience just came through. But all credit to Coach Sean Clark and his side for Howick this year. It's been a much improved effort from the Hornets team, of course, sprung across a couple of really classy players, which has made a big difference for them this season as well. So a great effort from them. But Point Chevalier up against Glenora next week. That's going to be one heck of a game. Can't wait.
Yes, it's going to be a game and a half, and we hope that you're able to witness it too. Sky Sport have got the calls and the action next week. But for now, well, all our thoughts with these two teams as one of them says goodbye to the Howick Hornets. It's been quite a remarkable year for Sean Clark, to be honest. His first time coaching the Fox Championship. Your thoughts really on the conclusion of that game, because what a way for it to wrap up there, Rusty.
Certainly, Dale. They were 5 minutes away from the grand final, the Howick Hornets, and just one stray pass. It was seized upon and intercepted by Fotofili out on the right wing there. And Matty went away 90 metres to score that try. And unfortunately for the Howick Hornets, that was the end of their season. But a very, very gallant effort from the Howick Hornets. And Sean Clark can certainly hold his head up high. He's turned his team around and made them very, very competitive this year. And as I said, Dale, they're only 5 minutes away from making the grand final. But that intercept denied them the opportunity. But again, full credit to the Point Chevalier Pirates. And that undying enthusiasm that they have, that belief, that self-belief there, brought them home with a very, very close win, a close victory, but enough to get them into the grand final, versing the Glenora Bears, and Bernie Perrin are in charge of them, and they now have set up a wonderful grand final for the Fox Memorial in 2017.
Well, Dylan Moses is the captain of the winning squad today, but he knows too that they deserve the victory, but they also sort of got out of jail as well. But isn't that the hallmark of sport? You think your back's to the wall, you've got one chance, and they grab that chance. Let's go down and hear what Corey has got to say with Dylan Moses, the skipper of the Pirates.
Here by Dylan Moses, captain of the Point Chevalier Pirates. Dylan, a game that went end to end. It was a tough start for you guys. How were the emotions in the final few minutes?
Oh, mate, relief probably. Relief's probably the main thing. You know, Howick showed good character to come back in the game. I thought we had them under pressure in the start of the second half. They come back into the game, and Matty down in the corner there got a runaway, and it was enough to get the win.
After last week, where you guys were uncharacteristic, it wasn't like you guys at all, and then the rough start today, what were the confidence levels like around the 20-minute mark?
No, we were confident. Last week we knew, we were in the same situation, but we started getting probably playing panic football. So we just had to stay relaxed and just get ourselves into the game, and that's probably where we let ourselves down last week.
Another Fox final, you come up against Glenora, who you've faced a few times this year. What are you going to have to improve on next week to get the job done?
Just the middle of the park. They're definitely dominant in the middle of the park last time round. But that's their strength, and at the same time we see it as their weakness as well. So if we can stay in the arm wrestle, go set for set, and take it to the back end of the game, that 70-75 minute mark, we give ourselves every chance.
Big dance again. Congratulations, Dylan. Enjoy the week, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Cheers, bro. Can I just say hello to my family watching over in Aussie? My little nephew won his final over there, so congratulations to him. Cheers.
And cheer back to you too. Thanks very much. Yeah, cheer to you over in Aussie, and we'll say welcome to ARL's coverage of the Fox Memorial Championship. It's great to have you along too. And disappointment, quite obviously, for the Howick Hornets, but elation on the faces of the Point Chevalier Pirates, victors 13, 14, 15, 16 semi-finalists. And of course, for every victor, there is one disappointed skipper. Let's go down and hear from Jethro Friend.
We're now joined by Jethro Friend, captain of the Howick Hornets. Jethro, it was a tough game. You dominated early on, but in the end, Point Chevalier run over the top. What was the difference?
I think it's just at the end there was a time where we could have both won it, and I think they just took most of the opportunities. We were putting some pressure and just didn't make the right decisions. I put my hand up for a couple of those decisions. So yeah, that's footy can go bounce to the ball. So I think they just made the most of the opportunities and they won the game in the end.
3 tries you conceded directly off errors, and then obviously the intercept as well. It was one of those days where your mistakes cost you dearly.
Yeah, that's it. I think we were the only team that was going to beat ourselves, and that's what happened today. We dominated at the start, and that was just reducing errors, completing sets, and I think we went away from that, and that's what brought them into the game, gave them momentum. And when a quality side gets a sniff, it's hard to beat them. So yeah, just too many errors and giving them too many opportunities.
One step short of the ultimate goal, obviously, of making it to the grand final, but you must be very proud of what you've achieved this year. It's been a big improvement for Howick.
Yeah, definitely. I'm disappointed, as our goal was to win the Fox, but I wouldn't want to be with any other team, any other players around me. So and I'm just proud of them, and we're going to keep our heads up high and enjoy the tonight.
Put you on the spot, Jethro. Who gets the job done in the grand final next week? You've played both of these teams, obviously, Glenora and Point Chevalier. Who gets the job done in your opinion?
I don't know. It depends how the game goes. If it's a scrappy sort of rough game, I think Glenora, they've got some big boys, hard to stop them once they get the ball. But if Point Chev, kick the ball down and play their fancy footy like they do, I can't call it. Yeah.
Jethro, commiserations today, but congratulations on a fantastic season for yourself and the club, and we'll see you again next year.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks to Auckland Rugby League. Thank you.
Thanks very much to Jethro Friend as well. It's been quite a game, and now the Point Chevalier Pirates get another chance to hold aloft that illustrious trophy, the Fox Memorial Championship. Hope you enjoyed the action here. In the end, a 2-point result for the Pirates, but they get to go to the big dance, and we'll be there too. And I hope you can join us next week. 26-24 winners over the Howick Hornets in the major semi-final here in West Auckland. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our next final coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes from now. And thanks very much for your interest. 26-24, the winners, the Point Chevalier Pirates.
You don't know me. You've never seen me play. You don't know my name. You don't even know how to pronounce my name. I'm not a big star. You may think I'm a nobody, but nobody trains harder. Nobody wants it more. Nobody will surprise you. Nobody's tougher. Nobody. And come this October, who you don't know can know.